Hello everybody, I'm Isaac. What is incredible about me is I came to America and instead of becoming a doctor, I decided I want to work with bees. So I am a bee man.
My office is getting anywhere from 100 to 150 calls a day.
Okay. Neighbors are actually warned to shelter in place. Look, news crews are filming from inside their vans with the windows shut tight. Resident Jerry Spots was stung on the lip.
I couldn't go outside the front door. They were swarming everywhere, so I was afraid to go outside.
Finally, a bee expert who was watching the report on the news rushes to the scene and suits up for battle.
The minute I arrived, the bees were attacking the windshield.
So these bees were extremely aggressive.
Extremely. I couldn't believe it.
They were at 7, a swarm of bees attacked a couple of people in Encino late this afternoon. It was bad enough that both of them had to go to the hospital. Crews responded around 4 o'clock today. Firefighters told people to close their doors or windows, remain indoors, while a professional bee remover was called in to work on the hive. In the end, he told us he had to poison that hive because he couldn't stop the bees from attacking.
The reason they're attacking you is because they're protecting their nests inside there. This is not a normal behavior with these bees.
We had a bee, I was outside, and I started to look up under the eaves of my house. There were a bunch of bees attached to the side of my house.
Just attached?
Like a nest, a swarm. They stayed there for exact. There's one guy who had a nice little ad, problem with bees? Call me, something like that.
Right.
With like a big bee on it. And so this guy came out to my house. His name was Isaac. He was from Israel. And it's just a sidebar. It's not a big thing. But and he took care of my bees for me. He went up on the line. Oh yes, the bees. There's no problem at all. We'll be able to take out. He sounds like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Everybody sounds like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Bees have taken up residence in thousands of Southland homes and trees. A good guess is that there are as many as 10,000 honeybees in this walnut tree. And Sally did the right thing by calling in an expert.
This beehive, by the signs that they have on the outside, tells me that they've been there at least 3 to 4 months. And unfortunately, you cannot salvage these bees.
The solution in this case was simple but apparently effective. The tree hollow was filled with material. The bees swarming around outside were exterminated. In the past few weeks, bee specialists have been busy as the insects they deal with. This man has been working 7 days a week.
I am in presence of 3 friends, and we're going to talk about City of Los Angeles and what's going on. My advice to you, the viewer, is do not listen to anything these officials tell you on the news about how great it is and all of that. First of all, I salute this flag because I came to America as a 13-and-a-half-year-old abused child, full of dreams, and half of my dreams came true. The professional side, the investment side, the friends in America. But unfortunately, because of strong racist views of my culture, Iranian Jewish culture, I could not get married to who I wanted to. And when I was 36 years old, my Jewish mommy played pimp for me and found an Iranian girl for me to marry. Now I had 5 other girls that wanted to marry me. I wanted to marry them. But no, you cannot marry Americans. You have to marry an Iranian Jew. Not even a Jewish person from the United States. Iranian Jews think they're better than the rest of the Jews. That's what they think. Let me put it in a nutshell for you. I am in presence of my secretary. You've been with me 8 years? 8 years she's been here with me. And I'm in presence of my dear friend who is a co-worker, and I've worked with him, honor of working with him for 20 years, and my tenant.
I laughed.
And what's your name?
Cynthia.
So let's get started. Were you born in Los Angeles?
Yes, I was, and I've lived here all my life.
Wow, so you lived here all your life. Were you born here?
I was born in Burbank, but I grew up also in Iowa, where my mother's from.
Iowa and Burbank. And you?
Hollister, California.
Okay, California. I was born in Tehran, Iran, and I came to America in 1970. When people ask me, when did you come to America? You're so Americanized. I tell them, when America was innocent. I came to America in 1970. When I arrived at the airport, getting my butt kicked by my mother the day before with a metal bar, Iranian Jewish mother. She beat the hell out of me with a metal bar. And I came to America. I landed in Santa Barbara, California. There were clowns waiting for me. President Nixon was the president, and I think he ordered them because he knew I was an abused child. Emotional wreck because of my culture. Came to America in 1970. I lived in Santa Barbara, California, where I learned how to speak English at Dunn School in Los Olivos, California. Hello, Dunn School, to all of you. Then I attended a summer camp where I worked with horses and started working with bees over there. I've told this story, but I'll tell it again. The first beehive I ever removed was at the James Arness Ranch. I ended up working with bees. I was running the horseback riding program at age 15, 16, and 17 with one of my buddies, Mr. Bernard Lax, who passed away at 63. The world opened its doors to me from that point on. We used to take horseback rides at 4 a.m. I would wake up, 6 a.m. was the first ride, 8 a.m. and then 10 a.m. was the third ride. I was one stubborn wreck from Iran. I wanted to fight with everybody because that's the way you settle the score over there. That's the way I grew up. I think we should talk about how life is different in the United States from now to the 1970s. First of all, yes, we had a JFK, John F. Kennedy. He was a Democrat, but please do not insult that Democrat, John F. Kennedy, President John F. Kennedy, with these Democrats now that are running state of California. They are totally different breeds of people. State of California stabbed me in the heart. Listen to what they did. When the power company called me, they told me they need what's called a boom truck. They were 18 years old. This filthy state that I live in ordered them out of California. I got rid of them and I lost my contract with the electric company after 11 years. What else did they do to me? I have rentals in Ventura County. I had a tenant when the coronavirus hit, and they said to everybody, you cannot kick out your tenants. You have to let them stay there. They'll pay you back. 3.5 years, and he did not pay me rent. We went to court. The court said you have to pay him. He declared bankruptcy the next day. Is this justice in California? To be honest with you, I think these leaders that we have and these judges, Democrat, all of them, that are trying to destroy the American way of life. I would have no chance to collect my money. These people need to be held accountable. I want my money. The money that I lost on the drugstores, the money I lost on the tenant, and the potential contract I had with my electric company. My blood pressure is up. Our government, who makes us, they are the ones that make us. They make us happy, sad, or destroy us. This government intends to destroy the old American way of life, which was a great life. I'm an immigrant. I am on the side of the immigrant, not the thieves, not the vultures, not the snakes, not the liars. Why is it we walk on eggshell every day with this government, and I'm afraid to get sued by one of my employees? This is a country of immigrants. Oh, and I have news for you. The immigrants built the country. The country is built. The immigrants have been paid. You don't have a right to this country. If you come to this country, you behave, you don't steal, you don't lie, you get a job. I'm here legally in America. I couldn't have a kid with who I wanted to because of strong racist views of my culture, the Iranian Jewish culture. If you marry somebody and you get a divorce, you got to give her half. The question I ask is, how much is that goddamn golden egg worth? Nothing! I'm sorry. I had to say that. My blood pressure is really high because, and as you know, I'm having heart problems. You know that. Yeah, I'm under stress, man, because of my government. No other, I don't have any other problems. Now, I need to drop the bomb. There is things happening here. I've lived here for 45, 47 years, right? This is the compound, we call it. There is 6 houses attached to each other, one across the street, but the rest are all attached to each other. I call this my compound. This is my world. We love this place. This here is the subject trailer. I purchased this property 25 years ago. This trailer belonged to the people before me. It was here, set up, and somebody was living in it. The first homeless person in my neighborhood 30 years ago. I remember so well. When I purchased the property, I told him he has to get out, so he got out. In the last 10 years, I've had a lot of things stolen from my property, including 5 trucks. And yes, they found the wrecked bodies, but everything was stolen off of them, and there was damage, and they had no insurance because they were registered with DMV as non-operational because it is so expensive to keep trucks registered in California. So this is the subject trailer. About 18 years ago or so, I started missing things off of the property, and I always told myself it would be great if somebody lives in the back of the property and they watch the place so strangers don't come in. So Cynthia moved in. Cynthia, you're 76 years old, yes, and you've been here 18 years. How do you like living here?
I love the neighborhood. It's great.
It's great.
It's hot today, but it's great.
Yeah, we're happy. I'm happy to have you here. I mean, you fit in so well. You live on the back of the property. I live in the front. Everything is okay. So as you know, City of Los Angeles sent me a notice. I have to kick you out and dispose of this trailer or get permits. And this trailer has been here before I owned the property. And I wanted to stay right there. And what difference does it make if somebody is living on my property, supposedly in a free country, in a trailer in the back, and watching the property because I've had thefts on the property. This was a converted garage, and he lived in there. He didn't even have permission to be in the country. So you got in an argument with this guy. He was living there, and you had a problem with the parking here. And he wrote a letter to City of Los Angeles, Department of Building and Safety, and gave them a list of my several houses here and told the city inspectors to come to my property and inspect. And they saw this trailer, and they've been after me 5 years. And I've wrote them a letter, said, I'm not gonna comply with your order because Cynthia may become homeless, right? So, Cynthia, I don't want you to go. It is City of LA that makes people homeless, and you're one example of what they do. I didn't make these people homeless. I don't think you did. It is the government, the city in California, that has made them homeless. Many of them are on drugs. How about the ones that aren't on drugs? It is the city that did this to its people. Do you agree? Yeah. What difference does it make to them if you live here or not? That's my prerogative. In a free country, and the reason you're here is because I've had things missing. I want somebody in the back of the property. So, when people talk about homelessness in California, it is the California government that makes them like that. Drives them out of their homes. They can't pay for their mortgages, and foreclosures are up in LA. This is all to the credit of this government. Homeless people, there's 100 of them within a half-a-mile radius of this location where I'm talking to you. The city made these people homeless. The city did this to them, and they don't want to admit it. This city needs to retire and move on. I don't care, Democrat, Republican, somebody who knows how to run the show. Come here, run this city. This is the 4th largest economy in the world, but pretty soon it's going to be the 10th largest economy. Pretty soon it's coming. Last night I heard they are closing Saugus Cafe after 131 years of being in business in Saugus, California. They're closing their doors. Wake up, everybody. This is this government being vindictive towards all the people of California and trying to destroy them. Goodbye.